So if you thought the BET Awards were just about music and trophies, think again. While the cameras were rolling and the celebrities were feigning to clap for each other, Remy Ma was backstage having a complete breakdown. Rumor has it that Remy Ma caught Papoose and Claressa Shields holding hands behind the curtain in 4K phone. Footage from someone's cousin's cousin. Let's just say that the only thing that dragged more than Remy's reputation that night was Chloe's designer wig. Yes, a full-blown wig snatch at the BET Awards in heels in front of sponsors. Are we shocked? No. Are we entertained? Absolutely. Because this isn't just about celebrity drama or petty jealousy. It's about a broken marriage, a rising side chick, and a boxing champion who may have just thrown hands outside the ring. Did Remy really swing first? Was Claressa prepared for the smoke? Did Papoose set the whole thing up to go viral? Buckle up, because the BET carpet turned bloody, and we've got every messy wig-flipping detail coming up next. Welcome to Celeb Tycoon, where we don't just spill tea, we serve it with receipts. Let's go back in time, because prior to the wig flying and the cameras capturing chaos, there was an entire night of unspoken tension, fake smiles, and one extremely uncomfortable love triangle walking through the same red carpet in different shoes. The real drama was cooking like hot tea on an open flame. You see, Remy Ma showed up alone, which was a red flag number one. There was no Papoose in sight, no +1, no arm candy, just her in a sheer black dress with a tight bun and that signature "Don't Try Me" energy painted across her face like war paint. What's worse is that, according to sources, she refused to walk the red carpet at the same time as Claressa Shields, who was also present. It's not even close, because let's not act completely new. There was animosity between Remy and Claressa, and the reason was 3 syllables. Papoose, yes, the rap legend, Remy's husband, who supported her during her entire prison bid, held her down, raised her children, and constructed their image as hip-hop royalty. However, somewhere between the jail visits and the love letters, something broke. And Claressa Shields, a boxing champion, Olympic icon, and allegedly the new woman on Papoose's speed dial, came into view. Let's talk facts. Rumors of Papoose and Claressa being close friends had been going around for months. But at the BET Awards, security guards who couldn't keep their mouths shut claimed to have seen Papoose arrive through a private side entrance shortly after Claressa got out of her SUV. Not with Remy, not alone with Claressa's glam team, and then the photo proof began to appear. It was blurry, but it was unmistakably them. Papoose was standing behind Claressa while her stylist was fixing her train, and she was smiling. Now, hold on, smiling wouldn't normally be illegal. But when you're married to Remy Ma and your friend was wearing a custom dress with your initials stitched in the lining? Yes, people zoomed in and saw the place embroidery. That's not just smiling, though. It's provocative, and Remy knew it. According to a leaked audio clip that appeared less than 2 hours after the show, Remy was heard saying in her dressing room, "I see them holding hands to swear I'm going to turn this whole ******ing Awards show upside down." Well, someone got the forklift because she did just that, not even 45 minutes later. It began with a subtle glare here, a fake smile there, and then the moment that made the entire night go to pieces. Papoose and Claressa were captured on camera standing backstage, laughing and whispering like middle schoolers at prom, with a hand on her lower back. As they turned to head toward the green room, Remy Ma's fire exploded, according to sources. She didn't say anything at first, just walked up and on Papoose side Claressa. Then she said, and we quote, "So y'all just bull with it now?" That's how we're doing it. It's not even like that, but Remy wasn't hearing it. She reached, grabbed, and yanked the wig away. It's just like that. BET staff screamed and security froze. Someone reportedly yelled, "Oh my God, this is better than the BET Hip Hop Awards." The worst part is that Claressa didn't fight back. Instead, she stepped back, fixed her hair, and said, "You've been wanting to do that since the DMIs leaked. Go ahead, feel better." Which is confirming a lot. At that point, the cameras began to roll, but it was too late. Remy had already stormed off, and Papoose simply stood there. Those close to the situation say Papoose later told a friend, "I told them both I wasn't picking sides. Guess they picked for me." Oh, it gets deeper because within minutes, someone was looking at you. Cousin? Kiki uploaded the footage to TikTok, and in less than 30 minutes, it had 2. He remained silent, didn't defend Claressa, didn't follow Remy, didn't blink. Just took out his phone, looked at it, and sighed. 1 million views, a Cardi B voiceover cut, a new popular song called Ree's Revenge, and 12,000 comments like not Remy turning bet into UFC skull. Claire stood there looking like a champion since she is one, her face crying with happiness. Papoose had more drama than Zeus Network RM, and just went in the meantime. Claressa posted a picture immediately following the altercation with the caption, "A queen doesn't flinch, especially not for a crown that doesn't fit." View Remy is silent, no tweet, no post, no story. But fans spotted her at a nearby hotel an hour later. Barefoot, hair still perfect. But face done like she had cried, screamed, or fought off every demon she's ever met. We thought this was the height of chaos, but Bet's official feed posted a blank statement that read, "We do not condone violence." We are reviewing the situation that occurred backstage. Chaos started because someone dropped the bombshell that would blow everything up when the video leaked. The comments went viral, and Claressa's unbothered energy took over social media. There was a new leak, not of video or audio, but of screenshots. And in those screenshots, Rhee's private group chat with her stylist, Glam Squad, and yes, her lawyer, where she allegedly planned to confront Claressa if she dared to show her face. Was this a spontaneous meltdown or a planned wig snatching mission? Because the moment those screenshots hit the timeline, the internet went completely crazy. I swear, if she shows up with him, it's game over. I'll snatch the lace off her soul. Read one of the allegedly Remy Ma-made screenshots, which also featured a blurry avatar and a username similar to Spill Queen 2025. The screenshots were not only messy, they were nuclear. They were purportedly taken from a private group chat called Project Wig. Another user, Glam Twins, responded, "Girl, don't go to jail, but we'll keep the heels and flats just in case." However, it was the final one that drove the internet into a frenzy. She believes she got him. Watch this stage transform into a ring, and I'll be swinging first in a matter of minutes. Fans immediately divided into 2 camps, with half claiming that Remy Ma was insane and beyond due for therapy, and the other half asserting that she did what needed to be done, period. Twitter had already determined that this was not just a meltdown, but rather a planned wig snatching. Alongside pictures of Claressa's face before and after the alleged drag were trending. Despite the fact that, let's face it, Claressa didn't flinch. As Twitter fought it out, Claressa was receiving a new blowout and sharing a selfie with the caption, "Can't hear the hate over all this applause." Shady? Absolutely, but also kind of iconic. The memes were spreading more quickly than the actual wig. A vague statement that said an incident involving 2 guests occurred backstage. "We are cooperating with both parties and prioritizing the safety and respect of all attendees," was tweeted by Bet in an attempt to save their reputation, as if it weren't already enmeshed in drama. This wasn't just a scandal. It was a sequel, waiting to happen. Remy Ma's team, on the other hand, went into full lockdown. Her publicist unfollowed 4 prominent gossip accounts and disabled comments on her most recent photo. Translation: we're remaining neutral until one of them releases a diss track. Let's be honest, they most likely had interns edit the backstage footage into a trailer before the night was even over. According to reports, she warned her hairdresser, "Don't even breathe on live." Meanwhile, Claressa's manager was out here, pitching a brand new campaign called Wigs Don't Win Wars to 3-edge control companies and a boxing glove brand. The hustle was insane. And guess who started trending next? Papoose. The man who said absolutely nothing and somehow managed to set the internet on fire with one facial expression. Fans went full FBI. TikTok. Detectives were pulling up old footage from Remy's birthday dinner, comparing it to Claressa's training. Videos. Someone zoomed in on a hoodie in the background of Claressa's IG post and matched it to one Papoose wore in 2023. People were like, "Oh, so you all have been comfortable." And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, a Reddit thread dropped a side-by-side comparison of Remy's birthday shout-out for Papoose full of hearts and prayer hands versus Clarissa's video of him holding pads and smiling like it was date night. And then came the tweet that broke the internet. Papoose out here training Claressa and destroying Remy's emotional core in one night. Talented, brilliant, never-before-done Instagram lives were popping up every 5 seconds. One girl who claimed to be a friend of a bet intern said, Remy slapped a camera out of someone's hand and screamed, "She can have him ahead of her exit, ahead of her exit." It doesn't even matter because on the internet, if it feels true, it is true. Claressa wasn't finished though, because she went live with her face edges laid to the gods and her energy so calm that it was disrespectful. She said, "I wasn't going to say anything, but when people try to drag your name, remind them who the real champ is. I'm undefeated in and out of the ring." That was a full knockout. The comments section exploded with comments like, "She said what she said." Remy got dragged harder than her wig, and this Bet Awards has more plot than 3 seasons of Power combined. Just when people thought Claressa was finished, she announced a partnership with a premium edge control brand. It's more than 72 hours after being physically assaulted at an award show, Sis signed a contract and released a snatch-proof wig grip kit. Sold out in 2 hours, and Remy's team remained silent. At last, a single Instagram story with a black screen, white text, no tags, and just vibes appeared. It said, "Some fights aren't worth it, but some girls need to get checked. Just facts." Everyone knew who it was for, but Claressa didn't reply. But she didn't have to. The Shade Room picked it up in 4 minutes and posted Remy Ma broke the silence following the bad wig fiasco. The girl wearing gloves and a name tag was wearing gloves. The celebrities then commented. Fans were making fake bet posters titled Bet Battle Edition, Remy versus Claressa, and tagging Zeus Network to pick it up as a series. One user even made a fake trailer that edited their drama into a boxing match intro with Claressa walking into DMX and Remy pacing like she was about to drop a diss track. However, behind the jokes, brand deals, and burnt lace, something more serious was brewing. Cardi B commented on a remix of the fight scene with a simple "oop." Nicki Minaj liked a post that claimed that some wigs were stolen and some girls were replaced. Fight. But because of the group chat leaks that Project Wig planned, those screenshots weren't supposed to be public. Now, there was talk of intent to slander, malicious leaks, and even a cease and desist on Clarissa's post-fight product line. Some claim Remy wants to sue the leaker, while others say she's just trying to regain control of the narrative. In any case, the tension isn't just online anymore. It's going to court. And just when we thought that was the end of the story, another leak surfaced. This time, it was a voicemail purportedly from Remy to a mutual friend, in which she states, "I'm not mad she has him. I'm mad he didn't even try to stop me." Went from laughing to damn. That's pain right there. Therefore, we're left wondering if this was a fight about betrayal, tension, legacy, or all of the above, because this drama isn't just about 2 women and 1 man. It's about pride, power, and public humiliation. And in this war, nobody is wearing gloves anymore. Let's not sugarcoat it. By the time the BAT Awards were over, Remy Ma's silence was also over, because behind all the viral edits, zoomed-in screenshots, and TikTok synced to Nukbuk, something darker was going on. A lawsuit was in the air, and based on a very dramatic and blurry copy of one of the documents, purportedly stated that Remy intended to take legal action not only against Claressa, but also against Bet itself. claiming the network failed to de-escalate the situation and allowed Claressa Shields' proximity to a known conflict zone. Let's be honest, calling Claressa a conflict zone is kind of iconic. However, insiders closed the case. A legal document posted to Twitter by a burner account named Re's Revenge Files stated that Remy had officially started the paperwork to press charges for defamation and emotional distress. Was it believable? Then came the shocking revelation. That bet would not allow either of the two women to attend the next two award shows until a professional resolution was reached. This means that either you stop dragging each other on camera or you're watching the next red carpet from home with some kettle corn and regrets. Remy, Claressa's cousin, who always talks too much on live, said that Claressa had her own legal fay. Team on standby, not to defend herself but to send a cease and desist to anyone falsely labeling her a homewrecker mistress or wig snatcher of the year. In response, Maz Kemp quickly deleted a story that showed Remy in a makeup chair with the caption, "Unbothered, unbooked, and unbothered again." Meanwhile, Claressa was seen courtside at a WNBA game with Papoose sitting next to her. There was no PDA, no touching, just that silent but deadly energy that shouted, "We're making a statement without saying a word." The photo went viral on Twitter and received 5 likes right away. 2 million views. One user said, "That isn't even Papoose anymore. That's Pap." Another said, "Remy dragged the wrong wig. Papoose never left." Shields. You know it's real when the internet gives you a celebrity couple name before you even publicly acknowledge it. Now, let's not forget the profound cultural impact this whole mess caused. Talk shows picked it up. Morning radio shows debated who was right, and there were memes, remixes, and even AI-generated animations of the fight. One YouTube video, Remy versus Claressa, frame-by-frame breakdown, received 9 million views in 2 days. Someone even used The Sims to recreate the bet backstage fight. Meanwhile, Claressa's popularity soared. Sponsorship deals came in the form of a new app called Gripped, which was purportedly created to assist women in securing their wigs during high-stress situations. Had the tagline, "Grip it, don't trip it." Remy, on the other hand, went into full ghost mode. There were no interviews or lives. Just a mysterious post with a broken heart emoji and the song Unthinkable by Alicia Keys playing in the background. The comments were vicious. "She's playing victim now, Mamu," just when it seemed like Claressa had won the war. There was a new leak this time, not a screenshot or a blurry photo, but a voice note purportedly recorded just days before the Bet Awards. "I told Remy I was done emotionally, but I didn't think she would lose it like this. I never wanted to embarrass her. I just needed peace." Instant heartbreak. The internet went haywire. Remy wasn't just the aggressor. She was the abandoned wife who supported a man through his come-up, only for him to switch lanes with a younger, undefeated replacement. One Twitter thread called it the saddest betrayal in rap history, while another called Claressa the true reason for the breakup. Fans began viewing Claressa in a different way. Was she merely a pawn or was she plotting? The argument was filthy, personal, and never-ending. In an effort to control the narrative, Claressa finally sat down for an exclusive interview with a lifestyle Claressa. A YouTuber who typically discusses lip gloss and laundry tricks said in that interview, "People think I'm trying to take something from Remy, but the truth is I didn't come between anything. They were already broken. I just didn't pretend it was still perfect." That line alone sparked a wave of reactions, with some applauding her candor and others accusing her of deceiving the public. Meanwhile, Papoose remained silent, posting nothing new or leaving any comments, just maintaining the same expression on his face in every paparazzi photo, as if he wished he could teleport to a less dramatic timeline. Finally, a group of fans started an online petition called Ban Wig Violence, as if Remy and Claressa were going to sit down on a beanbag and work through their trauma with a therapist and a bowl of Skittles. The petition, which garnered 60,000 signatures in a day, called for stricter security backstage, better de-escalation training, and even emotional conflict arbitration. However, the pressure was growing and brands started to pull back. One of Remy Ma's longtime hair sponsors discreetly removed her from their homepage, and a concert promoter postponed her upcoming show in Atlanta. Even Claressa's team had to issue a formal non-endorsement of violence just to stop being tagged. In fight memes, Claressa posted a final message saying, "This chapter is closed. I've said what I needed. I meant what I said, and I'm done letting people play with my name." Remy never replied, which could be the last twist in the story. Perhaps the girl who used to spit bars like bullets is now sitting in a quiet corner, realizing that not all fights are worth winning, especially the ones you start when you're already bleeding. So where does that leave us? Remy Ma, once the unwavering queen of loyalty, is now a divisive queen in heels, who is hated by some and loved by others. That same blurred-out figure in the background of every viral image is the man who witnessed two women go to war over him. What began as rumors of tension turned into a global media circus. And suddenly, a birthday, a red carpet, and one stolen wig changed the public's perception of three famous names forever. To be honest, we are eagerly awaiting the documentary. So the question now is, who really won? Was this the public dissolution of a marriage held together by history and image? Or was Claressa simply going about her business until Remy snapped? Or was the entire thing a strategic wig-snatching, sponsor-snatching takedown from the start? Because let's be honest, we didn't just witness a fight. We watched a crown slip, and we watched one of the most devoted love stories in hip-hop turn into a messy meme moment with no commercial breaks. But what do you think about this? Was Remy Ma justified in going full Mortal Kombat at the BET Awards? Was Claressa really just a friend, or did that backstage touch say it all? And is Papoose the biggest villain of all for remaining silent through every single round? Share your theories in the comments below, because this drama is far from over. If this drama made you want to subscribe to Celeb Tycoon for more, we don't just spill the tea here. Instead, we kick the table over and post the footage in slow motion. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep in mind that in this game of wigs and whispers, some queens throw punches while others throw parties. Stories that are more profound than leaked screenshots and hit harder than a bet slap.